top, steering wheel, I'm massaging. Cadillac drop tops, I be massaging. Set titties and big titties, massaging. Hey. Up in the club, Hennessy bottles, I'm massaging. Hey. Parmesan bottles, I be massaging. $100 bills, I be massaging. Hey. Cadillacs guarantee, I massage. Drink a little Crown Royal, be massaging. Up in the club, up on the ice, on the rocks, I be massaging. I never stop. Come on, baby. With a Cadillac and Cadillac rims, I be massaging. Hey. I rock a big speedboat, I be massaging. Hey. I got a GPS, I be massaging. I got GPS cruisers, I be massaging.
Welcome to the Shenanigans show with Shy and Queen V, featuring yours truly, Shula G. This is the podcast for Sunday, March 25th. I hope y'all enjoy and tune in live Sundays, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on cmpradio.net.
Tune in. And also, too, if you guys want to be a part of the conversation, give us a call at 484-480-4188.
We don't fight.
Everybody don't call in. Because this song please, everybody don't call in.
People say weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I'm thinking of somebody right now who calls say something.
No, listen. Somebody sent me some fan mail.
Oh, yeah, you got fan mail. You got a boo.
Yo, this picture, I was like, this guy sent me a whole spread album of himself to my Queen V.
He looked like a
predator. You know why? Because she was talking about Safari at the time.
Oh.
That's why. He was like, I got something for you right here.
I got something right here.
Call us, 484-480-4188. What's that number? 484-480-4148.
Yo, everybody don't call her. We can't answer everybody.
Call, please. Somebody call today.
We got to screen some people. Don't call live.
Somebody
call today.
Yo, you call today, you're going to be the winner of 5 bottles of water from Swag Back H2O.
No, yes. Swag Back H2O is actually really good purified water. Black owned.
Oh, snap. Get this Swag Back H2O right here. It's refreshing. It's good.
Yes.
So let's go right into it.
Yes.
We started with Queen Latifah for her birthday.
We did. We started with Queen Latifah for her birthday.
3 days later, her mom passed away.
That's so sad.
Rita Owens, rest in peace.
Yes.
Please, Cleo Senior. Rest in peace.
We're not that.
You know what, Sheila? We're not.
I cannot with you.
That's Cleo Senior. What you mean?
Right, Rita Owens. She passed away. It was heart disease that she was battling with. So
yes,
disrespect in regards to the snicker or snotzer or whatever that was.
Right.
But it was something's wrong with Shula.
Shula.
Rest in peace.
Sad all the time, you know.
Right, because Queen Latifah and her mom had a special bond.
They did.
She also lost her brother and then her father, and now she lost her mother. So she's
the only one here.
Sometimes it's like a go home celebration, you know, for passing away.
Sometimes you celebrate. I'm like the horns, like I want to.
Not I don't know Queen Latifah wanted it, but I want that.
What is that?
You asked for that last week. I watched the tapes.
The reggae horn.
For one time for Queen Latifah mom's Cleo Senior.
Later.
I'm not doing this with him.
I turned this into a joke. That's sad. Go ahead.
It's not a joke.
No, it's not. Rest in peace. I remember her being on Living Single. Yeah. That little skit with her, you know, acting like her real mom, which was really her mom. Right. And that show that was
good bond.
Yeah,
she was a proud mom too.
She was.
She when she went, she was a proud mom. She had a lot of parents are not fortunate to say that.
Right.
She you know. Right. So rest in peace to her.
Yes, rest in peace.
And going home with it. All right, go home, but
you know what? Anyway, so I can't really deal with Shula today.
Good.
I can't. Not even with your whole everything. He even came in on one. Already. No filters.
Because Shula called the Humane Society Popeye's chicken. He said they was cooking rabbits, but
it got a tail. Whatever this thing looked like, it hopped. Like it jumped, it leaps at its prey.
Somebody gave him fried rabbit.
I'm not supposed to be eating things that leaps at its prey. A chicken may hop once or twice, and they leaping at its prey.
So wait,
this thing had a tail.
I don't think I ever seen a chicken hop.
I took the pic. I'm just saying that's the most it's going to do. When I'm eating from Popeyes, that was deep fried from the old slave lady from Popeyes. This thing looked like it leaped at its prey, and they caught it some way somehow, threw it in a big grocery bag from Safeway, one of them old Acme bags. You know how you throw it in you put the flour in the bag.
Yeah, you gotta put the flour. You gotta keep it in there because the seasoning from the
chicken. She threw it in a big ass thing of them and deep fried it and served it to me, and I paid them $8.99 for it.
And you liked it. You ate all of it.
Was it spicy?
No, it wasn't spicy. I got the. It was. You know what? They didn't even ask me because they probably was like, this fool. He gonna eat it anyway. It doesn't even matter. And then I'm looking, I'm like, what the hell is this? It's veins coming out of it.
Shut up,
it's
Shula.
Like,
let me see this picture.
No homo when I explain it. It's like curved, but it's veins.
He said no homo.
Yeah, because the way I'm explaining it right now don't sound right. But it's coming out of the chicken. I wasn't eating the chicken dick. I'm just saying.
I think you were eating chicken dick. I think you were. I think you was eating the privates.
Well, that's why I call it the Humane Society, because I've never seen a chicken dick that big. So I've never seen a chicken dick that big. So I called it the Humane Society because it was a full overgrown LeBron James size chicken. And I ate it, so I called the Humane Society. I'm supposed to
No, he has a whole video.
I'm supposed
he
to
recorded
the whole
conversation.
I'm supposed to phone call because I'm not playing. So something needs to be done because we all may be out here eating LeBron James chicken dick.
Oh my God.
Speaking of the government.
Yo, speaking of the government, because I cannot stand you.
My bad.
Yes, Cardi B made the news. She posted she posted a video. She wanted to know where her 40%
my 40%
goes as far as taxes, which she made a good point, but then she was also scared afterwards because she didn't want them to come looking for her. But she made a good point because it's like she pointed out like how some things are in New York still. There's no changes, so she want to know where her money has been applied to.
Sometimes you gotta ask the questions.
You do, seriously. And her questions made it to the news.
You better stop asking them questions.
My 40%. I want to know where.
Because when they sent her that letter,
we'll see the way mine set up.
When they sent her that letter that say audit, and she gonna think they say audit.
Yeah.
And they say no. We need them records from before you got famous and everything.
But she gonna be like, yes, I will take the leather seat.
They gonna start calling her by her government name that she forgot about.
I forgot about her government name. That is very beyond.
I don't know. You don't know. She don't know. But Uncle Sam know. And when he sent her that audit letter, Cardi B better shut the f up. Maybe it's because I don't know if it's because where she from. Somebody ain't telling her the right things. I need her OGs to step in, and not her hood OGs. I mean her financial OGs.
Somebody
to step in and say,
baby.
Stop messing. That's one tail you do not pull on.
You don't pull
the
on
IRS. More by 40%.
Yes.
Because she gonna think that letter say Audi.
She gonna go into the studio.
Like they giving her a new car.
I want leather seats.
And this gonna say audit.
Right interior.
Go ahead, Cardi B. Shout out Cardi B though.
Shout outs to Cardi B with her pregnant self.
Like, yeah, Bodak Yellow. Bodak Yellow. How much? I need all of that.
She want all of that. 40%.
Before you started getting on papers, because because you talking stuff, so you probably legit. But before you started getting on papers, you didn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, she gonna put out here that she was a stripper, and I don't think they tax.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they have to pay taxes in the strip club.
They don't pay taxes.
Oh, they do. Dancers pay. They pay taxes.
They got
They pay on tips. That's tips when you get the dance.
Booty balance.
You got it. Cardi.
I mean, I would assume,
yeah.
Because the waiters and waitresses, they pay tax.
True. I guess that's about the same type thing.
I'm an accountant, and I'm gonna be an accountant for strippers, and my business is
Uncle Sam ain't
booty balances are.
He want that booty tax too. He take all the taxes, even booty tax. Cardi B better stop playing or her 40%. All right.
Cardi, she don't pull. She put too much attention on herself. Somebody should have told her to shut up.
They trying to give me a new car, y'all.
Stop.
Everybody got to be
saying want me to snap y'all.
Hey, you know what? I was watching VH1 Soul today, and Mario is back. He got some song. It looked like Usher Raymond, but he was dancing hard.
Mario's dancing?
You gotta look it up. I didn't even.
I know why they gotta stop dancing.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Usher stopped dancing after a while. He stopped dancing like he used to. He do a little when he come out with his dances when he perform. He do a little pop, but he don't go in with them.
Michael Jackson never stopped dancing.
And Chris Brown better not stop dancing because I like
Chris Brown stopped dancing like he used to.
But I like the way Chris Brown dance. I think
when they start getting 30 and that waking up ain't the same.
Bruno Mars
and them aches and them pains, like damn. Because when at 27 that start that
Bruno Mars is all of 50.
Bruno Mars ain't dancing like
he look old to me.
Chris Brown.
He
getting his wiggle on, but he ain't.
No.
Bruno Mars ain't putting up a Michael Jackson.
Bruno Mars is playing all the way Michael Jackson.
Bruno Mars is like old school Earth, Wind and Fire.
He hit a shuffle.
He shuffles all right.
Band, like he gonna get.
Yeah, I'm not saying he ain't got moves, but Chris Brown go in.
No, Bruno Mars has been going in.
Bruno Mars is his hip hop dancer. Bruno Mars and his band.
You trying to say Bruno Mars dance better than Chris Brown?
I'm not saying that.
What you saying?
But I feel like
don't get your Rick James on. I don't just go in there and just start on somebody's couch.
I feel like Bruno Mars is climbing the ladder. He can dance
better than Chris Brown.
Kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
I support it. I
Yeah.
gotta see his next concert. I seen him at the Super Bowl.
Yes. Bruno Mars concert is coming to Philly. Him and Cardi B.
So anybody
So
want
can we
to
officially not talk about Ray J though? Can we officially do that?
Yeah, I'm good
We
without.
putting the swag back. They swore on it. No more Ray
Wait,
J.
we won't talk about Ray J anymore until the baby is born, so we gotta talk about that.
We do have to talk about that when the baby's born. I really want to see this baby.
All right, but no, we won't talk about it no more other than that.
Yes.
So speaking about union, so Prince Harry, basically they're not going to sign a prenup, but the reason is because it's not a common practice in the UK prenup.
Shit.
It's
a
not.
common practice in the USA, and that's
It
where
is.
she's from.
But where he's from, it's not a common practice. Like even in the past, they said that the royal family has never had prenups.
Is it because
They
if
probably-
a divorce happens, she
They
didn't
say
get
it.
ish?
But not only that though, but they said that basically the judge will look at a prenup and like the whole
They would say no.
case. They would say no, but they would still look at it. But the thing is, nobody else has had one. So if Prince Harry takes a prenup and he's marrying a half black female, it's going to look racist. So he can't do a prenup. Nobody else did.
Yeah, but are those prenup rules just ours, or is that?
That's ours, but that's what they're saying. They really don't practice them in the UK. But if
So
you
what
look
happens
at,
when they do?
Yeah,
Well, you
it's our
notice they
government.
don't ever divorce, right? None of them do.
I mean,
Maybe they're threatened.
They probably will divorce, but it's like at the same time, it's not like it will hold up here in the US. It's like the UK is different from.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
but
if
fucking-
she goes to the UK and they get a divorce and she tries to like get money
She
out of
going
it,
out
they're
of
going to
the
shut it
UK,
down.
right?
They may not shut it down. She maybe have equal rights to get some stuff.
She going out of the UK. with
Yeah,
that.
but she won't get everything, but she may get something because they don't. I mean, they will
Everything
look
she
at.
went in there with.
Yeah, but they will look at the prenup that she might have signed in the States, but it's not. It's not like.
You think she really love him?
I think
It's
she
something
do.
written in the laws that say if you're not a born here, a citizen, you ain't getting it. She going right back to where you from.
Yeah.
Where's she from?
U.S.
What hood?
LA.
USA. Yeah, it's L.A.
Hey,
Who is she
that's
from?
a mirage.
What hood she from?
She from LA.
That's where they send her back to.
Compton.
That's
They
exactly
not
where
sending her back to Compton. No, they not.
I'm telling you,
They're
it's
not
in the
sending her
contract.
back to
It's in their
Compton.
law.
Yeah, I
It's in
don't
their
know.
constitution.
I gotta look this up.
Can't
because
come over
this
here
is
and try to
crazy.
marry me on divorce and
But
then
that
think we gonna give you something. Hell no, get out.
He's worth like $1 billion. I think that's pretty dumb.
But no, but I'm just saying that's what they say. It's like something that basically they don't practice in the UK. So therefore, the rules that apply here don't apply there.
So Idris is from the UK too.
Yeah, so that means I can't. I
Is that
don't
what
have
you
to sign a prenup.
No, he didn't sit in there. He did. Look, I gotta show you these pictures.
No, you
though.
don't have to show
No,
me
I
those
gotta
pictures.
show you these pictures. He got
You
clothes
don't have
on.
to, I don't
I
care.
have to show you these pictures.
That means I don't have to sign a prenup. So, Amber Rose and Savage 21.
Yeah, they're over. But that's I
Is she
really.
pregnant?
Is she?
No, she's
No,
not.
she's not
Oh, she
pregnant.
not?
I think Amber Rose has a secret business.
But
And
she's
with
an
these,
escort.
when she's taking something like an escort, I don't want to call her that because she does
So
a
they got a
slut walk
contract.
for building up sluts.
Whoa. Where that's you said where that's at? Where that's at? Is that Google?
She has, maybe not so bad for leaving somebody's house in the morning. It's not really a thing.
It's a slut walk. They do it every year.
Oh yeah, to bring like
Yes.
awareness to it's okay to be a
A slut.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Shout out to
Pretty
Amber
much.
Rose. I love Amber Rose for that. There you go. You
Yes,
gotta support that. That's
but-
what you got to support.
I really,
I support Amber Rose for slut walk.
yes, he did. He wrote that.
That's what that So-
But no, I feel like Amber Rose has like this secret type. I don't know what she got going on because she's always dating someone. And if you notice, if you really go back to the length of time she's with these people, it's about the same. And I think it's around the time when the artist is kind of coming up, she's kind of like always there. So I think
So
it's
you
like
guys
This is the
I
first
got
young
a
boy she was
3 month.
with though?
Well, he was like, what is he, 20 something? She about 10.
21. He's
all these artists lie about their age. They really
This is new.
I think they're 50. All of them.
Because she was with Wiz. He around my age, so
He looks like he's 50.
That's
They
'cause
all- I think
Wiz
they all-
on
Can't
a
be
lot of
running
stuff.
around
But Wiz
ponytails.
He
Wiz
runs
around
around because he
late
gotta live.
20s, early 30s. And Kanye is Kanye old, but
Kanye.
is that the first young boy she was with? I never.
If you
I
want to
thought-
say that 21
I'm surprised they last that
Savage,
long.
then yes,
I
that is
I never thought they would last longer than like.
They just
6,
look
7
silly
months.
as a couple.
They do.
They
Like,
really
it doesn't
don't
even look
even-
You
serious.
see him out there with the what's the
Look
name
like a
though?
kid.
He said something like I got a vagina or something too.
Yeah.
But the picket, he had the sign up there with her when she was on the slut walk.
Oh, he's supporting his boo.
Yeah, but he had a sign that said something crazy,
Flirting
like,
and sluts.
like I got a vagina too or something.
I don't really understand the slut walk. Do you know who really made a big deal about this? T.I.
I was about to say, I thought it was Amy Schumer, but.
Did she? I don't know. I remember
It
T.I.
sound
making
crazy.
a long post about it, and it really stirred up some stuff because it's like when they're doing this walk, they're out there with lingerie and stuff on. Like they're half naked.
Amber Rose be tripping though. Amber Rose, she says stuff like, I should be able to wear skirts that come up to here and my breast all out, and men shouldn't look at me for more than 1 second. Hey, but won't you define God? That don't even make sense. Like, how does that make sense? You shouldn't be able to wear that at work. That's why they don't let you wear that at work. I should be able to, you not say nothing to me like, come on, you tripping, Amber Rose. Like,
Amber Rose always trip.
shout out Amber Rose because she's beautiful. What a creation.
I can't.
What a creation.
No more Amber Rose either.
No, I ain't say that.
No.
I ain't say that. Just nothing she believes in.
What?
We don't talk about nothing Amber Rose believes in, but we can talk about Amber Rose. Swag back.
Right, you think K-rated.
Swag back.
Hey, and welcome back. Our guests are here. Tonight we have Shantae Lee and Jamil B. Presents.
Hey.
They're going to be talking about their latest collaboration, The Key.
Yes.
Their film that they're going to be doing a presentation of shortly, right?
Yes,
Yes.
short film.
One day.
Yes. Yes.
One day.
One
Yeah.
day.
So we thank you for coming.
Yes. Thank you.
for having
Thank
us.
you for
Yeah.
having
Yeah, thank you,
everyone.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So
No, we're going to jump right into the interview.
Let's straight into the film itself.
Sure.
Yeah, because I seen the trailer
Okay.
that you sent me. So, you know, for people who didn't see it, like, what is it about? The Key movie.
Okay. The Key is about two people with like different perceptions on life, and somehow they're trapped inside of a situation where the situation either change their perception or make it remain the same.
Yeah, because I seen it. It was like a back and forth. It was just two people.
Yeah.
Is that the whole film?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
primarily in one location.
Okay.
focused on two people.
It's more so they're putting two people that are put in a situation to have to be forced to talk to each other.
Okay.
And like kind of like forced to communicate, and then you get a sense of who they are in that one room with no other distractions. But like, okay, let's figure this out.
Right. And it's just like showing that how the universe works. Like things are meant to happen. Everything happens for a reason.
Sure.
And they'll understand that.
That's awesome. Who thought of that?
Yeah.
That was you?
So what's
It was like a mutual.
Yeah.
It was like a collab. You
Yeah.
just coming up with ideas and just
Nice,
brainstorming on paper.
I was gonna say, how do you come up with your ideas? Like, what kind of push you towards one direction? Like, how do you?
Well, me, I steal all my ideas from people.
There you go.
Let's just get that out of the way, so nobody won't think that I'm some type of genius or something. I'm a thief. And then,
right.
That's how most of the geniuses
as
do.
far as but no, seriously. But as far as like, ideas just come. You know what I mean? You see things in life and you just go about, and you just like, I can make something out of
Right.
it. Like anything.
And just in communication, like we met up one day and we were just talking and it just happened. We wrote, we were writing something down. I don't know what it was about the key.
It was like
We wrote it down and we were just like, we built off of that.
yeah, we had like maybe like 6 or 7 topics
Yeah.
that we actually had on paper,
Okay.
and that was the one that we put more energy behind, and then the other ones are still on deck.
Right.
Okay.
But that was the one that we pushed forward because it was a little more, it was less complicated as the other ones because it was only a 2-person cast.
Exactly.
Got it.
And we really wanted, like, with this 2-person cast, like, block out the noise of the world.
Right.
And allow everyone to see that, like, what could happen if you block out the world. And that's what we try to do with the key.
Right.
Yeah, because I seen the trail, like, what's going, because it's interesting, like, what's going, because you see them talking,
Yeah.
and then they're in a different situation and they're talking,
Right.
and then in another scenario and they're talking, like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
So, but what was the main motivation behind the film itself, if there was one?
The key, for me, was communication.
Okay.
For us, everyone as people to communicate.
Right.
So I hope we portrayed that in this short film. And, it's no drama, like we took away the drama. Because it's like really easy to write about drama. So
And that's
we
like the
wanted
norm
to
these days.
exactly.
Yeah,
So we really wanted to focus on two people having a conversation, no phones or anything, just on
Right.
social media. It's just
And that's hard for the world today.
Right. Exactly.
No social media, no phones.
Right,
Yeah.
got the
It
phone.
was
Yeah.
intentional.
Right.
It was intentional.
Exactly.
Right.
And the communication was pretty much the same thing for me. Like that's the key.
Yeah.
Because we don't do enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, in the world of networking, and as much as we do so much talking with each other, we don't really communicate.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
We just talk at each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like all right, let's put this in a situation where they have to talk to each other and understand each other.
Right.
And
Is it your first film?
No.
Okay.
No. I've had a few. I have a substantial independent resume.
Nice.
But
Nice.
this
How you feel about this one compared to
was
others?
this was good. This was something special because this was her first actual writing situation where we put it on film.
On film. Right.
Yeah, so that was the the most important thing.
That's nice.
What's as far as creating a film, what would you say is like the biggest obstacle
Biggest obstacle,
as far as getting the project done?
casting.
Mm.
Relying on people
Right.
to commit and show up and have the same passion that you have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Right.
hard when you pull someone in. Like you do a casting call, you pull somebody in, you gotta look at them and say, are you really gonna come back?
Right. Exactly.
Are you really gonna show up?
Right.
That's the most important. That's what I look for. I don't even care about like
Anything else?
I-
Resume?
talent level. I don't care. I don't care who you work with. I don't care what you did yesterday.
We can do
I'm looking at you to say, all right, is this person gonna come back? Is this
Right.
person gonna be there when I need him?
Right.
That's what I look for. And I could work with you. Like
Yeah.
I can show you what to do and what not to do on camera. That's easy.
Nice.
My bad, I ain't go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no.
Go
What do you
ahead.
say? No, you good.
Good.
But I know, right? I'm proud of you.
He speaks so well.
And I know, like, Shantae, you're a writer, and I know that you use, you two decided to use Shy's poetry,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
he's in a film. Well, I want to ask both of you when it comes to writing, like, what is your writing process?
Well, for me, my process is to, I'll get an idea and I'll just let it marinate. Like I'll take myself away from everything and I'll let it marinate. And because I'm a thinker, so I need a thinker and I need to visualize what's going on. If I can't visualize it, I can't write it.
Right.
Because it's not real to me. So I need to really see what's going on. So once I get to that part, I listen to music. So like inspirational music. Like I love Nina Simone, Michael Jackson. He started me out like with writing. So things like that. So that's
just
pretty
talking about
much
Jackson. We said
my
about
We were
process.
talking about Michael Jackson. You said that Bruno Mars was on his level.
Jump on
No,
top.
he said-
Jump on top.
No,
2
he
seconds.
didn't.
Let her dance to Chris Brown and Bruno Mars. 2 seconds. Jump on
Chris
top. 2
Brown.
seconds.
Well, see, I didn't say Chris Brown was not a good dancer. I think Bruno Mars is getting there. Like he's kind of like
trying.
He's not even on
Yeah.
Chris Brown level.
he's climbing up the ladder. That's what I think.
It's
Yes.
probably a little too late for Bruno to be
He's
doing
old, right?
Right.
But-
When he moves, he about to
No,
laugh.
but listen.
about to tear the ACL.
Right.
That's why Chris Brown stopped all that popping and
But
dropping.
no, he got this video, right? And he's dancing to like a mixture of different hip hop music. And he snapped. I was impressed.
Bruno Mars.
Yes.
That one time did it for you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I seen him at the Super Bowl. I seen him shuffling, but I don't see that whole time. I mean, Browns and Chris Brown going in.
Whatever.
They ain't got no undergrounds or Bruno Mars out there snapping with the kids. No.
Yeah.
All that's performance. I ain't blowing my knee out for them to be out there in the basement of somebody's house. Hell no.
Yes.
So when working on a film together as a project, do you find that it's more helpful to have more people involved that you can trust, or do you think if the more that you can individually put your stamp on it, the better?
Nah, actually, I think the more the merrier, but they have to be like,
dedicated.
they have to come in knowing what they want to do. Like I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, stepping in and saying, I will do this X, Y, Z, but I need you to know what you're there for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like come prepared to do something. Don't come prepared to be told.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like don't just be ready to do what you want to do next.
Right.
Just come. All right, you want to do this? All right, do it. That's it. That's the last thing I'm gonna tell you. Let's rock out.
Right. Right.
And for me, I need the person, the individual, to be passionate because, you know, you have people. What I've learned, like, because I'm a playwright, and that's what I started out doing. Is it's hard to have people come in and have your passion.
Right.
Like my first play was my baby. Each one is my baby, and you can't have everyone doesn't share those same like thoughts. Like they'll just come in and think it's a game. It's like no, this is what keeps me up all night. Like I can't think, I need you to take care of it.
My fault. I didn't cut you off. But yeah, day one, I had invited someone to come help out. She asked, and it was like, yeah, sure, of course. If you can make it, come. And she knows a little bit about, you know, film and shooting and acting. She's a great actress. Actually, she has a play out at the Playhouse in Swampmore. We'll talk about that later. But, and she showed up and she just helped out a lot. Like, we got through day one. You know what I mean? We could have shot the whole thing in one day, actually.
Wow.
But we had to, like, time came up where we had to leave and everybody to do stuff. So we made it a 2-day shoot.
So how does Empty, I know with Shy's poem from Ambitious Interpretation, ambiguous. Sorry, Facebook and on the radio. Listen, I gotta say sorry. I apologize for that. But how did you pick Empty? How does that fall in with the communication, you know, thing that you're trying to kind of focus on? How does that all?
And it really didn't play with the communication. It was just, I don't know. I guess I don't even know how to explain it. Like because I'm caught up in a moment when I'm writing, and that's what happened. I was writing. Like I go off of what I feel. Like if I don't feel it, I felt that. I'm like, I went to grab my book, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And at first, I wrote it, and I said I had to ask her permission first. But I already wrote it. I said, I hope she still likes it. Yeah, because it was already written. I didn't know what I would do if she said no.
Right. No, I was on
it was
because
perfect.
I was nowhere reading it. I was just like, okay, look, I'm gonna just put it out, and that's where it is.
Yeah, but actually, I don't want to let y'all in on the film too much, but it actually it ties in. But for me, editing it, like I'm watching it over and over and over.
Right,
I'm like, all right, that really matched. Empty actually goes right with it because of her situation with her job.
Okay.
I'll just let y'all. She don't like her job, but she loves writing. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of like the way she expressed herself about her poetry is her passion.
Okay.
She's just doing real estate because it's a job that pays bills.
Got it.
Blah blah blah.
What most people tend to do.
Right. What most people tend to do.
It's something that tie in. That's why I say the universe works the way it works because creating it, I wasn't in that space.
Right.
His point of view, like he get that point of view, and he's like, it ties into that. But creating it was just in the moment,
right?
And it felt good with that character, so I incorporated it. And then I just continued to write. You know, so
it's a screenplay.
Yeah, that happens.
So do you write like it's a screenplay?
I wrote a script. Yeah.
Right. So when you because I think I'm a baby screenwriter on the low.
Okay.
I don't know,
just possible.
Little jot there.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you because since you've completed something. What's the line between you putting your emotions into a character and letting the actor take over and do what they're doing?
Well, I actually put my emotions into the character, and each character. Like I said, if I can't see them, feel them, visualize them, I can't do it. So I'll do my part, and when we do the casting, we hope that people can do their part, and they do. They bring it to life. Like, cause I can see it one way, and then once we have the characters, the actresses or actors come in, they'll bring it like. Wow, like it'd be new for me.
Right.
See, I never got that far. See, I always was like, I'm not gonna do it like I want to do it. I'm not going, and I never got as far as seeing somebody act it out. I'm like, okay.
And that's all up to you. You have to know what you feel. Like when we, like this, I knew like Jamil was perfect for it. He didn't want to do it.
I originally didn't want to. Like I do, but for this one, I didn't really want to do it. I was gonna actually put someone else in that position so I can capture it. Even more intense level, like I wanted to capture it, so it was a little more difficult to actually capture it and be in it. That's why I didn't really want to be in it, but I mean it worked out.
Are you a comedian too, right?
Yeah, I do a little comedy.
I think comedians are the best actors.
Yeah, I've been doing comedy. I've been doing stand-up comedy since like 2009.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
How's that?
It has its days. I do it. I travel every now and then.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. You deal with hecklers a lot?
Oh yeah, they the best.
What?
They the best.
I love them. I live for heck.
That's awesome.
I come
What is it called?
when
That's
you
when
from
you're supposed to
see the
make
thing
that
about it
shit
is,
happen.
you know what it is? When you from Chester, you grow up burning on each other.
That's right. We were just talking
That's
about.
what
So when you out there in the element, a heckler is nothing but the joke in the lunchroom that you talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Say something.
Right.
I dare you.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's new. That's my first time hearing that. I'm sorry.
Never? You never heard
No,
that?
that's my first time hearing that
that's-
term.
You see a comedian deal
Where
with
are you
heckler.
from?
It's like
Delaware.
Never mind.
that's like the ultimate test though.
That's
When you
right.
see a comedian deal with a heckler, because it's like how you deal with spontaneous
Yeah.
off the top. They coming at you, you coming at them. You know.
Yeah.
But I've seen the best. Like I've seen Dave Chappelle get by a heckler,
Yeah.
and
See, the thing is, it depends on the situation.
yeah.
Like, if you catch them at an off moment, if they really into something and you catch them at an off moment, they gotta really gather their thoughts to come back.
I'm ready to go to
Like,
a comedy show now.
Comedians don't necessarily look for hecklers,
No.
but if it happens, it happens. Like, we don't
That's like the
want,
one thing you don't want, right?
you don't want a heckler.
Yeah.
Like, that's the golden rule. Like, you
Let
don't
me
want a
work.
heckler
Yeah.
because it takes away from your act, from your show.
I swear this is my first time hearing this term. Like, I'm dead serious. They say you learn something new every day. This is really new for me. I've never heard that term. This is really new for me. Now I want to go to a show and I'm going to look for one.
You gonna have
Just
it?
Oh, that's
don't
what
be
I'm
one.
doing.
You're not the
Who's that
heckler.
person? No, I'm not.
Don't
I'm not
be
gonna
one
be
unless
that
you're good at it. Like, don't
No.
waste your time. 'Cause it ain't-
You, I
Oh,
don't
no,
really-
I'm not going to be a comedian.
No, I'm talking about heckler.
No, I'm not going to be a heckler. I want to look for the person. So I'm going to be
If
in
you
the
wanna be a
audience
heckler, be a
like,
good
oh,
heckler.
he's a heckler. Okay.
Like, 'cause I don't know how often they see that. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to go to somebody sit up there, perform in front of, how many people.
So give me an example of one. Like, what are they? If you,
Like
if you're a
you-
comedian,
like
what are they gonna do? Like, what?
Like,
You
you-
say
I'm-
something
you-
like
I'm-
you're not funny, or
In the middle of my entire show,
Oh, okay.
while it's quiet, you ain't shut up, you ain't even funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Like-
like, that's like,
Oh, that don't
that's
make
like on
sense.
page one of the heckler book.
Yeah,
Heckler.
it's fucking, y'all ain't
It's
make,
easy.
just
Got
sit there
it.
shouting.
Okay, sorry
So
guys.
like the chick that hollered out to Nene when she was like, "I hope your Uber driver rapes you." Or whatever.
Oh,
She was
yes.
like, toward that
Yes.
was a heckler. Like
Yeah.
the dude from Seinfeld, where
Yes.
the dude was heckling him and he called them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Okay,
people
okay.
having 5 heckling.
See, that's an example of
Yeah.
somebody losing their composure on stage.
On stage,
What
yeah.
Michael Richards did. That
This
was,
is
Yeah.
he
crazy.
lost
If my
his
dad is
composure.
watching, he's probably so upset with me. So I don't know
You
this,
never
but
heard
this is new for me. I like
Right.
it. Yeah, I know those people, but just not the term.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So that's
Oh, nice. When you were writing Empty, where were you?
Empty.
Like.
Her car was on E. She was at a red light.
No, this whole work of poetry came from like bad relationships from probably about, I'm gonna just be honest, like 98, no, maybe 95 to 2000.
Right.
So that's just like, okay, you wrote it, so what you supposed
I
to
said,
do?
you rip pages out here?
You know, like rip no pages out of there. Damn, so much.
Why don't you say a couple lines for a while?
No.
Because no,
You
you
want me to say some line, huh?
Don't say no line. You're not saying no lines
I'm like,
at
you
all.
said,
Okay.
because yes, see, no.
Because like, I'm not a spoken word poet. I like to write, and that the thing is, like, I write for people to read,
Right.
not like I'm a shy person. That's the term, shy
Yeah.
stiletto.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
It's a big difference.
Yeah, shy stiletto. I'm shy and I like shoes. That's what it is. So
Stiletto.
I'm not here to be like.
And we have that in common.
Right. It was hot and I was scorching and the sun was red. Like, person, that's not me. That's not who you are ever be. So I don't even.
That was hot. That was hot.
That was right. She's already ready.
I'm like,
And she
freestyling in my
freestyle,
head.
right?
She brought you, don't even know.
Yeah, all you need is an instant and a spotlight.
Right,
That's
maybe. Like, I might have to do some videos at home or something like that. But
That's it.
no, I just like to write, like, what I'm feeling. I like words. Like, if I look up, like, I got a poem in there called Salt. I just look up the word salt and what the salt mean. And then I just went from there. So that's my creative process. So I just like to, like, go for words. And, like, I like the source.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You go through it, see what it means. You break it down, and you go from there. Like when I put the book out, I didn't really promote it because I self-edited. And when I started reading, I'm like, yo, man, you did a lot of mess up. So So my thing was I didn't want to promote it and then get but I didn't want the backlash of somebody coming back, oh, well, it's an asterisk in the middle of your thing because, you know what I'm saying, it's your baby. When you create, it's like, dang, I took the time, but not enough time to fix the mistake. So that's why I just kind of like, when I put it out that it was out, I kind of went off of social media for 2 months.
Wow.
But you know what? That's smart. That's smart. That keeps you away from the negative. Because it's coming.
It's coming. But you know what?
It can be flawless and it's still coming.
And then sometimes, like, when I get my residual little checks, I'm like, well, somebody's buying it.
Yeah.
I don't know who bought it, but thank you. But then it's like, one time I went and I searched myself on Amazon. Somebody had my book for sale for $80. I said, oh, they really like me. I'm not going to get no cuts of the profit, but at the same time, it's like, sometimes I go back and read stuff and be like, oh, that was...
Yes,
it's actually, I mean, it's really powerful that her book, like I've obviously read it, and Empty really stuck out to me though. I really thought that could fit the script, and I was like, it was an honor for me to use it. And I was like nervous texting her, and I said to Jamil, I'm going to use my cousin's book. And he's like, did you get permission? I'm like,
yes, first.
Just make sure that's cool. Right.
I said, no, not yet, but I'll see if she'll let me use it or whatever. And when she said okay, he's like, all right. He said, well, we're not going to tell her what we're going to do with it because we were actually using it in the film.
Right.
Like she thought we were just going to read, but we actually used the entire book. And,
nice.
And I know you can see in the trailers.
Yes.
The girl's name her nickname is Shy Stiletto, so you know,
yeah,
so
it's a little piece in the trailer where I actually say that.
Yeah,
that's what caught her attention.
I was like, what? Wait, what did you say?
Posted on Facebook. Yeah.
I had to listen like 3 times. Like, am I tripping?
I was anxious. I wanted to tell her, and like, no, we should just wait.
I was honored. Yeah. I was really honored. I was like really shocked because I listened to it like 4 times. Like, did I hear my name?
Yes.
When is the
key going to come out? When is it? What is the date?
I do want to see it.
Yes.
I don't know if I trust you enough. Say that. But it's out, it's done, and it's ready. It's just we're doing technical stuff.
Right.
I mean, making sure everything's in place. You know, things are in order. People can be available.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, blah blah blah. Because we want. Like we don't want a situation where like tonight where so and so couldn't come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want everybody that was involved to be there.
Right. Because I'm ready. I want more.
So CUTV and Think More Productions. What's going on with that?
Well, CUTV is me. That's me. That's been official. I've been official company since 2013 with that.
Nice.
It's always been. That's just been my thing. That's what I do. Film advertising. Anything dealing with promotion, entertainment, or, you know, getting things out. Like my slogan is, if we don't see you, they won't see you.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go for the people that, you know, that if somebody turns you down, all right, come see me.
Right.
We see you.
Nice.
And for me, Think More, I started Think More in 2012. And Think More actually came from me because I'm a thinker. But I wanted to get everyone else to think. And I said, anything I create, I need at least one person to think, you know, to think more about any situation. Like, I'll entertain you, but I'm also going to put a message in there, you know. And if I can't do that, I'm not going to write. But that was the concept behind Think More is for at least one person to think more about the situation.
And since we've been collaborating, I came up with an actual slogan for both of us. It's called, it says, when you think more, there's always more to see.
Oh, I like that.
Perfect.
So that's
I
like
that.
collaboration.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been pumping that a lot lately.
That's cool. I like the vibes, bro.
I
like
do.
that was being made.
Right. A lot of positivity.
And that's one thing, like, we vibe, like, very well. Like, it's always been instant. It's never, like, pressure. It's just real. It's natural. Like, the feel is
that's
good.
What's up.
So.
Do you think it's possible to sell out? And what would that mean to you?
Yes, we actually talked about that a couple of years ago. I can speak on a script a short film that I did before, and I never did anything with it yet. But it was about it was a husband and wife, I believe, and the husband was supposed to be gay, I think. He was sneaking around with his wife, and she found out, but it was
in the closet.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
and you know she was physically like ill over it. But the man, he was black. So for me, when I'm thinking about it, I said, see, this is one thing I won't do with my scripts. I won't stereotype our black people. So I'll put them in different positions.
Right.
Unlike, you know, most people do. And I'm not knocking anyone, that's to each his own, but I'm not going to do that.
Right.
So for me, it's like, I don't want to do this to my black man. I can't do that. So now I have to change the storyline.
Right.
Like, I can't do that. That'll be the one that we talk about that. That'll be the script that'll go.
Right.
Because I'm downplaying the black man. That's what they want to see.
That's what they want.
In the world, that's, you know, so I'm like, I can't do it. So
Right.
I had to change my whole.
The root of selling out is actually what really drove me to come up with my own company. Because I felt myself in so many situations where I had to be stereotypical. I need you to do this. I need you to put this bandana on. You know what I'm saying? Talk like you don't have an education. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah. Because me personally, I hate auditions.
Right.
I hold them. That's why I have so much leeway when I hold auditions. Because I hate them. Yeah. I know what it takes to go in there. You got to go in there, dance the dance, sing the song, be the pup. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they see when they see you. Okay, all right, we have him. Let's make him. You know, gangbanger Darnell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because. Don't even check your resume. Don't even read your. You know what I mean? They don't even read your credentials. They just say, all right, you look a certain way. Let's put you. Make you a drug dealer.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I'm not knocking people who do it. If you, I mean, you do it. You got to do something. If that's what you do, this is your career, this is your livelihood. That's what you do. Like, okay, great.
Right.
But you don't have to always do that.
Exactly.
Here's my thing on that too. I've been saying this for a long time. Out of all of the movies that Denzel did,
exactly.
I said that. You know what I'm saying? I said that today. He gets an Oscar for being a crooked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Under the table.
Right.
Like, to me personally, he could have got an Oscar for Devil in the Blue Dress.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
He has so many good roles.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's.
You don't think that changes with money though?
I just said.
If you have
light training.
such a friend, such as what? So if you have a friend,
Monster. What was the movie when she had sex with the white
Monster
guy?
Ball.
Monster Ball. She got one.
That's my favorite
before
movie of all
that
time.
scene. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
What, Monster Boy?
Serious.
I know. Remember David Fitz brought up all those movies and why?
Yeah.
And Hamilton.
Because the people who watching it liked it, and they the ones who giving out these awards.
They are. I mean.
So that's you just got.
They all the ones that got the allegations.
Oscars and Grammys and all that. That's how they depict us. They the ones giving us the awards.
Right.
But that's why we need to. That's why we need to create our own.
Right.
Exactly. We have enough. We have enough. Like we're in a position to do whatever we want now. Like for real. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers of Black Panther.
That's what I said.
Numbers.
Last week.
Like if that's not proof enough. Like I put a post up a little while ago. I said if Black Panther hasn't done anything else, it showed us that we actually can unify.
Right.
That's true.
And it's also showing us that we don't want to.
Right.
But you know what? We gotta see that cut from Marvel. Because even though it was, black made,
absolutely,
it was under Marvel.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Because they sold it.
But the element of unification is still there.
From what I see, that's what I'm saying. If you can do that under our own umbrella, and not under Marvel,
that's the point I was making.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the
But
point
they used most of their filming was on Tyler Perry.
But I was thinking about the writers. If you had a friend who did the same thing you did, and he was like, "Listen, they offering me all these zeros.
Take it
to write this."
I'm gonna look at me in the eye and I'm gonna tell him to take it.
Right.
Even if
but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get in this area. I'm gonna school. I'm gonna say, all right, this is the root of what we really trying to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's move forward. Let's not get stuck in their agenda.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a way you do it. Like I don't really want to reveal these Jews
Right.
publicly, but it's the way you do it. Like, at the end of the day, that's how you do it. You gotta start somewhere.
That's right.
And that's the way I think. You reel them in.
Because you can get that money, and then, like I said, you bring it in to do your own thing with that money that they gave you to do your own thing.
And there's going to come a time where you have to do that. And I feel like that was like Tupac's whole plan. Like he said, peep the weakness in the rap game, sold it. And that's like, you basically, you have to do that. You see the weakness, and then you prey on that. But you reel people in at the same time. Because you think I'm giving you all this, nonsense.
Yeah,
but really, I'm teaching.
You can't lose sight.
Right.
I'm
That's the
bringing
whole
you
point.
on.
Don't forget what you came for.
Exactly.
Like you there for a reason, but you can't forget what you came for.
Exactly.
Right.
And most
It happens.
forget.
Money wants
They'll have a mission. They're like, I'm going
Why
to
you
do
bringing
this.
up all
And
this
then
stuff?
it's like,
20 mil? Never mind. Talk to y'all later.
Right. You go get the 20 mil, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying, meet me at the meeting that we still got
Exactly.
money.
Exactly. Y'all praying for
Like, don't get the 20 mil and forget about the meeting we got.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man.
I want them to come out with a Luke Cage movie though. I just want to put that out there. You know what that? No.
I caught it a couple episodes.
I wasn't corny. After
It's
Cottonmouth
pretty
left,
good.
if you watch the series, after Cottonmouth that was it. And that was like episode 6.
Yeah, Cottonmouth
Yeah, I
did
really
leave
like
after that, but after that was good too.
I don't
Like,
want
it
to
was
just
good.
I
walk
watched,
around
I
beating
wanna say
people up.
maybe
It's
like
not. I
3
need to see you
episodes, that was
opposed.
it.
And so I need a
He wasn't really just
A
walking
better,
around beating people up. It was a meaning behind what he was doing though.
nobody had his powers. I need to see him more opposed than he was in a movie. I don't just need to see him walk around punching people,
I
holes
can't.
in the walls. Not realistic.
Because even like Black Lightning, I tried to watch that. I mean, I watched it maybe because Jill Scott was in it. I think that's
Right.
what kept me watching. But after she got killed, it was kind of like,
What is it? An
I
antagonist? Is that the word?
like Black Lightning.
I did
I
better
like
than
that.
the antagonist
I
the
do.
movie.
I don't know. I
All
think
the
I
time.
like.
That's why I like Luke Cage. The better the antagonist the movie.
Well, but after Cottonmouth died, it was good though. You didn't give it time.
Yelling
You
the
could've-
old Bible scriptures. with the
No,
old-
you didn't give it
I'll
time.
bring it to you. What you mean?
You didn't give it time. Yeah, he was yelling
The
stuff.
Bible scriptures are old stuff.
But it was a reason why he was yelling
No,
that.
Batman,
There
Superman.
was a reason.
I knew that. Like, come on, y'all stop. Come on,
There was a connection with the
What
Bible.
are you talking about?
It was.
It's like your old every time Uncle Richard always talking crazy. Y'all Bible scriptures in 40 about. We know you read G.
yeah.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, honestly, I don't
period,
really watch much TV.
because I don't like. I want it to interfere with
I don't
the
even watch
process.
TV a lot either.
I do. I try to. The thing is, I can't watch it properly like a normal person. I'm
Right.
always analyzing and breaking stuff to pick
I only
stuff.
watch when I'm grandfathered into already, but I've been watching for years.
Right.
I ain't watching. Like I ain't watching none of that news for 7 seconds.
That
I
was
did
good.
catch that.
That
Seven
was
seconds was
amazing.
amazing.
I don't got
It was
time.
amazing.
There was a lot of things that
Right.
rubbed me
It was.
wrong.
Yeah,
It was.
a lot.
I felt like I
It
was
was
being
kind of jacked up, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was good TV.
It was.
Right.
It kept me
Right.
going. It kept me up until
Yeah, I watch
7:30
series
the next
because
morning.
I have insomnia. So when I wake up at 3 in the morning, ain't nobody to talk to. So I'm gonna just turn the TV on and I look at I just got finished watching the first season of Imposters. I thought that was pretty good.
You might want to get that check.
What is
Shut
it?
up. Imposters, and then I watched High Maintenance. Remember I told you I watched High Maintenance about the weed dude? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. I actually, you know what? I caught a couple. Was it the dude with the beard? Right?
Yeah.
The crazy. Yeah, I caught that
So
episode.
it's not
That's crazy.
It's bad, but
Yeah,
it's
What
like
is that on?
it's on HBO.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's,
Really?
Yeah, that's.
So I watch like TV, but that's that's all you do.
I got you.
Yes.
I'll watch anything. I mean, but I love documentaries, but other stuff I just watch a couple different things.
That's how Poltergeist started.
What? Shut up, Shua.
He really does.
Just watching TV in the middle of the night. What you doing? What you doing, Sean?
See, that's one thing about creative minds. We can't sleep. Like we're up all night.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that with different artists. Like you notice a lot of them go insane, and a lot of them need to take medication for sleeping and everything like that. So it's true. It happens because you're
but
constantly
he's
Right.
thinking.
But you
Look
know,
at
that's
it.
a case of not settling yourself. Like you have to actually like gather yourself. You
right.
can't nobody do that for you.
Yeah,
True.
Like when the doors close, it's time to go to sleep.
yeah.
Like sit down.
You have to learn how.
Sit down. Have
And it's a
some tea.
process,
Like
right.
have some
Right.
tea. Like turn the power off. Like turn the music machine off. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
That's-
Yep. That's
You gotta
important.
do that.
Yeah.
Can't nobody gonna tell you to do that.
Right.
They want you to keep grinding.
Right,
Like, what you got for me? Well, I care about you at the end of the day.
No,
But I believe if you getting 8 hours of sleep, you ain't working enough.
See, that's the problem.
I don't get it.
Not that you want to, but I would love to get 8 hours of sleep. I just never get 8
Yeah, you
hours of
can.
sleep.
I rarely get 8 hours. I ain't
That's
gonna
what I'm
say.
saying.
But
Not that I want to,
But
just-
we have to, because you got to think. Okay, you forcing yourself to stay up, so now you're throwing off your chemicals.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you're not thinking properly. Now you're doing things half-assed.
I would get 10 hours of sleep.
So my thing is, I'd rather call it a night, get enough sleep, get some rejuvenate, and start fresh with an open mind, like clean and cleanse.
Right.
Like when you drink some water, get up.
Right.
That's different than you'll get a better thought process than actually trying to force yourself to come up with. I need 6 more pages of it.
Some people think 24 hours or standard 24 hours you're doing something.
Nah.
When in actuality, it's the
effective.
quality of time you use.
Yeah.
Because even though you're up, or let's say you're working all these hours, the majority of the time you ain't doing nothing. Really, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's really not. You just have to decide what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and get it done versus using all this time for nothing. Just wasting.
Just to say you're
right. So I'm up. I'm here. You know where. Even at work.
Biologically, it's not healthy because now you're altering your pineal gland. Like you're just doing things that's not meant to be done.
Right.
I need more hours.
Your pineal gland is activated when you're sleeping. That's the rejuvenation. That's the sending chemicals out to your body to say, all right, fix this, fix that, fix this.
It's like being asleep is worse than being drunk.
You know what I'm
being
saying?
sleepy on the road is worse than being drunk.
Oh,
Right.
It is.
It is.
But it's not enough hours in the day.
Because if you look at it, like you're at work for 8 hours, right?
That's what I'm saying. I ain't got enough hours.
Sleep, if you can sleep for 8, that's 16. You have
16
24
right
hours
there.
in a day, so you only actually have a good 8 hours.
You already started
creative
off wrong.
people to kind of like create in
Because
that 8
that's 8
hours.
hours of work. You
And
ain't
you're
talking
not
about the
even
hour
focused,
before
and
work,
give
the
you
hour
like
after
4,
work.
right?
Yeah,
You're talking about getting to work.
a lot of times. See, a lot of times we don't really get the quality of sleep enough to even benefit from the sleep itself because you can get thoughts while you're sleeping and wake up and say that was genius.
Right.
I would have never thought of that earlier in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Do y'all keep journals by your bed?
Oh,
You know what? I used to.
I do.
Okay.
I used to. I stopped. I don't know. I got lazy, but I just stopped.
Yeah, I just open up note and just be like,
I'll sometimes my phone will be closer than
Exactly.
my notepad, but
Yeah.
now that's what happens with me. Something will wake me up out my sleep, and it'll be like 2 paragraphs or something.
Yeah.
right.
And I'll just go right into it and wake up the next day and forget what happened.
Right.
Then I'll go look like, oh, wow.
Okay.
I'm trying to put a voice.
The universe don't waste nothing.
Exactly.
The universe doesn't waste anything. Everything that exists is still here. All the energy is still here. Energy does not die. It's still here. It's just,
That's true.
you gotta know how to harvest it.
Right. Right.
And that's what you said something like my most creative moments are in like early morning. That's when I get like the best ideas.
Well, that's when I was talking about the sun. That's when the sunrise, when you that peak of sun, when you
24 and 6.
that's when you
I'm
get the most energetic power from the sun because it's at a moment where it's not blinding and it's coming to you. It's something significant about the sun where at sunrise for human beings we get our electric surge. That natural energy from the sun.
You know what I heard? I heard if you put your head or body under hot water and then cold water, like instantly boom, 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 you get like superpowers.
That might be true. Let me see if you guys.
So I'm telling you,
that might be true.
Not actual superpowers, but because it charges you to be under cold water, then hot water, then cold water, then hot water.
And then right
It
in.
makes your body like it's like when you do something you're not used to, and that muscle flexes, and then you get used to it. That's just what I heard.
Have you tried it?
You know what I mean? I was in the water tripping.
That sounds
screaming.
That sound more like neurological shock.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I was up though, I'll tell you that. I ain't getting no coffee.
Now you're starting to smell color.
I ain't getting no coffee. I tell you, I was up there jumping out naked, then I was like, you ain't doing nothing. It lasted about 2 days.
It smells green in here.
Cooking up this.
Literally.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, who are some of your influences? That question about you.
Let me see. Well, Nina Simone, Michael Jackson, I always said those two. Tupac, obviously. Yes, I love Tupac. And it's not about his music; it's more his philosophies.
Right. He was deep,
Joan Rivers, and like for writing, Shonda Rhimes. I love her writing style, and like for years I would watch Grey's Anatomy, and I never knew a black woman created that show. And then when I found, when I started writing, I took that. I'm like, wow, it's just the diversity she had within that show. It amazed me. And then like the year I started writing, Scandal came out, and that was just like fast paced. And I'm like, oh, I love this. And so that was like inspiring for me. And I actually took like as far as writing plays, Tyler Perry's Blueprint. I saw what he did independently, like as far as booking his own shows and going on tour that way. So that was like a huge influence for me, you know. So
Great place too.
Yeah, that's my main. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta play that.
Yeah, I kind of like.
He got really.
I kind of like bullied her into film.
Oh, nice.
Like,
but it's
like that was me we on set. We should do a movie.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, let's just do this shit.
Go for it, man.
But yeah, the thing is, for me, it's just more so. I try to absorb as much as I can. There's no real specific people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm listening. I'm always listening. I'm always searching and reading. I'm open.
Right.
I'm open.
Yeah, honestly, you'll find your creative mind. You're going to find inspiration anywhere. I mean, you see something on the bus riding by, and you're like, oh, you know. So it comes from anywhere. It can come from anywhere. Honestly.
Yes, and you're taking it over.
Oh, my bad. The whole time I didn't even know.
Gosh.
You didn't even care.
You didn't even care.
I didn't even know what you said.
Go ahead. I got a loud voice anyway.
Go ahead.
But to play off of
like that.
Shy, like pain, like for me, you never know what pain will get you, because before I started writing, I was like in a dark place, like because of due to death and losing people in my life, and I was trying to be a big sister to my brother. He said he wanted to rap and act, and I'm like, well. I took myself out of that hole. I said, I'm going to create a platform for my brother.
Right.
And that's what made me write my first play. But I was doing it for him, not for me. As I wrote, it got me out of that hole. It took me out of that dark place. And I was like, oh my gosh, I felt it, like the passion. And I've never felt that before in my life. Like I was on a high from it. So, and that was, from pain, being in that dark place. So you never know what can happen.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Because that's where you get your raw emotion from.
Yeah.
Yes. We can all pretend to be happy, but nobody wants to pretend to be hurt. So it's like, you hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write a whole poem about you. I'm going to tell everybody.
As good happy though?
No. Honestly,
that's like
no.
Mary J. Blige.
That's like somebody.
Isn't that a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing. That's like you telling me, hey, write a poem for my girlfriend. I'm like, I don't know her. I can't.
Because I fall into that same situation. Like, you're going through something, is the best time you write and create. But do I have to be going through something to come up with the best thing?
No.
Like, what if I get to a point where I'm satisfied, I'm good? Am I as good writing? That's what I always question myself.
But I think people, like, when you write from pain or you create from pain, people are in pain, so they adapt more to the painful stuff, and they may not understand the happy stuff. Like, okay, Stevie Wonder wrote "Isn't She Lovely" about his daughter being born. That's like, okay, if you and stuff, okay, I get that. But it's like, okay, like you said, somebody said Mary J. Blige, like you said Mary J. Blige, like they were saying her music was different when she got happy, opposed to like, because they were used to her writing "I'm hurt." He hurt me ballads. Right. But it's like, I don't know. I think it's from like the way that you present it when you write it. I don't know.
I think your fan base, eventually they can't relate to what you're creating because
they still in that same place.
Yeah.
They
So
still
you're
in
in a different
space.
space. So it's like, oh, he wasn't as good as his first, or they weren't as good as the first because the first I was at a place where that had to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Right.
I was going there.
Right.
But now, I'm good. I got a few projects under my belt. I ain't struggling.
Right.
Like,
But you might lose some old people. That doesn't mean you're gonna not. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna gain new people.
Right.
So yeah. So a lot of times, you're not gonna always keep the same fan base. Like, okay, you write plays, but when you hit your movie peak, it might be different people. You know what I'm saying?
It's a totally different audience.
Right. It's a totally different audience. It's not gonna be the same. So
yeah, and you have to accept whatever comes. Like as far as your audience, because I stress myself at times. Like, I wonder if they'll like this. Like even with the kitty, I'm anxious about that. Like, I wonder if people will get it.
Right.
And I drive Jamil crazy. He's like, stop watching
Yeah,
it. And I'm like, oh, this is like, he's like trying to say, stop watching it. I'm like, and it's really not about, like, as long as I can reach, or we can reach one person, that's what matters. And that's your fan base. So I can't worry about the people who don't like it. I have to worry about the people who do like it.
Right.
And people who are receptive of my work. So
that's true. I mean, there's always going to be someone negative regardless.
Exactly.
If it's 100% good, someone's going to criticize, try to find one. That's just people.
Yeah.
That's what
It is.
Yeah.
We are afraid to applaud each other. It's like that's the bad part about us as a people. We will not applaud each other.
That's horrible.
No matter what. And it's like even looking at like you have like Shantae and Jamil, you have Kevin that does art, you have all these people doing stuff like from the city of Chester. And even coming to your plays and stuff like that, it could be a more broader audience.
Right.
You know more than that. I mean, you know more people than that.
Absolutely.
Just coming out just for the fact of I know you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like it's
right.
more than that. And I don't need you to say, "Hey, oh, great job." My comments,
Just
come.
Come.
Yeah,
That's-
support.
Just
But that's the
support.
biggest thing when it comes to our culture. Like we don't support each other. Period. And then
Nah,
you
see what
have
it is we wanna see if you wanna do it first. Like we wanna see if you wanna
Right.
make
Yeah,
something first.
Right.
exactly.
All right, let me sit back in the
Yeah.
cut. I'm gonna keep enough, connection to keep them close, and then all right, I'm gonna see if he do it. If he don't do nothing, then I'm gonna fall back.
Right.
If he blow up tomorrow, that's my cousin.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Now your
what
phone going on.
Now you
like people posting, sharing stuff from the shade room, and I be posting the same stuff and sometimes faster.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's why but those
That's the
same
sad
people get
part,
upset
right.
when you do make it and you represent
Right, then
another
now he's
city.
better
Like
than
now
you,
I'm
right.
from
Then-
Philly or
right,
I'm from
exactly.
Atlanta.
Right.
It's like because at the end of the day, when I needed y'all to help me, and it's more than enough people
Right.
to push me along, you won't do it.
They don't
You know,
support.
nobody will do
Exactly.
it. You can even give a free play. Watch how many people show up.
Right.
Mhm.
I think we're hesitant to, for some reason, us as a culture, we're hesitant to invest in each other, or to say support each other. Because you can sit all day, yeah, go support, go do it, we'll buy a ticket, but to invest, all right, because we're trying to build something. So are you going to invest? And that's when you get the heads turning like, blah, blah, blah. But that's when everything, that's at the foundation. So you can't get people to invest in, the same idea. That's when you venture out for other people's input, other people's money, and then it becomes everybody's thing, not just yours.
But that's why I always say the launch is the start. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it's like the destination is infinite.
Mhm.
So therefore, if you don't get in at the launch, it's like you can't try to be a part of it later.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say that. It's like a point where like get in at the start.
And then the gentleman.
Yeah, we gotta invest in
Absolutely.
each
Like,
other.
come on, meet me at the countdown.
Exactly.
Don't wait too long.
We gotta invest more in each other. I think that's.
No real reason for why not. Like, nobody really has a real reason for why don't you.
I mean, they don't.
But
It-
that's
it'll
what
never
makes it
be.
even more sad.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
no real reason. Give me a reason, and I'll say, okay, you're right.
Yeah. You can
Until
actually got
then,
a
a lot
big
of
ass family.
Yeah.
And it will be like 10 people that share stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, our family.
That's
big
like
as
if
all
you
the
have-
way.
Exactly.
A Chinese restaurant right here, and then a soul food restaurant right here. You'll see most black people still going to the Chinese restaurant.
I'm not
Why?
going to the Chinese.
Because Jake and them
I'm
chicken
not.
wings
It's
is
only
$5.
$6, and the soul food is $15.
That's right.
That's the bad part.
Statistically, he's right.
Yeah,
right.
they will go to the Chinese because it's cheaper. So it's like we put that in the hood because
And
we
they
know they
not
won't
gonna
buy that up.
feed
We
you
know black
feed
people
you
love
poison,
Chinese food.
you
That's why
know.
we, even though it's a stereotypical way of thinking, it's a business move.
Right.
We know that if we put it right here next to the clothing store and to the liquor store, we're gonna get a lot of business.
That's why if I
That's
become
their
rich,
mentality.
I'm opening up Korean-based businesses.
Word.
Make sure it's clean.
And that's their mentality of us, though, but we don't do anything
Make sure it's
to
clean.
change that.
Correct.
No, we don't.
So,
Listen,
I mean-
my mom was a woman of many jobs, and one of the jobs she had was going to, right? She was like a Jamaican woman, going to restaurants, like going to the inspection. So she went to a Chinese place. This is why I don't really bang with Chinese food, but she went to one before, and it was some stuff going down, like in the kitchen, like they were shut down. And they're reopened. I'm not gonna say their name. It might be on 4th Street, but anyway, but they're reopened. But it was a lot of nasty stuff taking place, and like a lot of people do go there and they eat Chinese food all the time.
It was back the next day.
They were
As
back.
soon as they
No,
opened
seriously,
up-
because you know what they do though. When they shut down, they open up with another name. It's
Yeah,
like
I get
a I don't know. It was like their cousin and this person, that person. They already got business license ready, and they just opened up with a different name. But like when she was telling me like this stuff, like it was some animal stuff going on.
They go from Ming Hot to Hot Ming.
Yeah, it was this. I'm
But
like,
if I got $7 in my pocket,
Since you gonna bring it up, talk. What? Talk to us. What's up?
we.
he wants you to snitch.
No. I said what's up with the food.
I went,
What kind of
no,
which
the
animals
food.
are we talking about?
No, like cats.
So what's
That, like
cats?
it was cats. No, it was like you know how they used to make rumors like saying cats. No, this was real life stuff.
Let's go shop.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
They
what's
do a
being
whole-
done.
They do a whole festival, I think in China, like a dog
That's a
festival,
good
where
cat.
they like
That's
walking
that's-
around
that's
like
what- that's
eating
Exactly
dogs.
what's being
Right.
done.
Yeah.
Chihuahua,
I don't even think the shrimp.
They don't
is real.
deny
I
that.
think it's Well, listen.
Yeah, that's some good
People out
catch.
here thinking they eating chicken wings, just like the incident with Popeyes. It's not chicken
that's
wings.
different.
No, that's different too.
A cat and a
The
predator.
Humane Society on Popeye chicken.
Go to Popeye's chair. I'm telling you, it
Who
had a
Popeyes?
tail.
Who Popeyes?
The one in
It's
New York.
the tail curve.
Oh.
The one it was a curved tail. I'm not gonna describe what it was, but it had veins in it. We're not going back to what it looked like, but it was coming out of the chicken, and they served it. They deep fried it and served it to me for $8.99. I want my money back, and I want to
You eat it.
He said for
Deep fried and served it to me.
For $8.99.
No, I eat it. As soon as so for the first 5 minutes, I was stopping from regurgitating because I was like, oh my god, what the hell is that? So then after I drank some water, some cranberry juice, and some vodka, and I was able to sustain myself. I was like, yo, I need to call some. What the hell is this? And I took a picture of it. I'm gonna show y'all a picture
So
on my
what did you
phone.
order to get this?
I don't know. I came home with some chicken in the fridge.
No, well,
No,
actually,
what was it?
what
What was
did
the
you order?
$8.99? What did that consist of? What was it?
Oh, it was a 4-piece chicken with a biscuit and a side. I was hungry as a mug. I'm telling you. Hey, but
So
listen,
you got
when I seen that,
Oh my God, I
when
hate
you
you
the
so
thing,
much.
tell somebody the thing. But when I seen the thing hanging out of the chicken, I'm like, what the hell is that? And it wasn't a thing. It was something crazy. I said, what is this? So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, right?
Penis.
That's what it was.
So I had to call. That chicken had to be LeBron James.
A big chicken.
That chicken had to be. I'm talking about the
Deep
chicken
fried and served to you for
King
$8.99.
chicken. He had to be king. So I called the Humane Society. I called the Humane Society.
And this lady was really taking notes though.
I said, yo, come get this thing. Going to back of Popeye. Somebody from Popeye is capturing things in the sewer, killing it, deep frying it, and that slave lady on the TV selling it.
Fried up fresh. I hate her. I don't like her.
I told her.
She makes me sick. She makes me sick.
Papa, who let the slave in here? Where she come from? She's Papa in the people establishment.
Slave in here.
She's Papa in the people establishment. She's talking good. That's where she
Yeah.
You lied.
How long were you on the phone with the Humane Society?
So first I called somebody else first, and then they gave me the Humane Society number first. So I was on the phone with them for 10 minutes. And then I was on the phone, the previous phone call for 5
So did
minutes.
they
What
actually
was one of
did
the
you
comments
keep
he
the
said I'm
chicken?
concerned about?
No, I gotta call somebody else. They give me another number to call.
What's funny to me is he's dead serious.
He's dead serious.
That's what's funny.
He told the lady on the phone that they using the flour
My
in
whole
the
thing
bag.
is, you saw the chicken. Did you see him prepare the chicken and put it into the deep fryer? You see
No,
all
you
that?
didn't see them.
No, I see. All I had to know is that's not a chicken.
That's what you don't. This
He's
guy
in the
is
drive-thru.
bad.
Tell him what you said about the flour. What kind of flour they use and what bag?
Oh, you know what bag they was using, old shopping bags from back in the day, grandma used to use. They dumped in that triple layer because you know they had the holes in them when they cheap. It's chicken.
Yo, he gets on my
I hate
nerves.
him so much.
Shula, you ate it.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
it's still there.
Shula
I
ate
didn't get
the
it. It's still
chicken
there. Look.
Ooh.
Who said kill it again?
Yeah. Shula,
He
he
said,
looked like he was
Chuck.
all
no, the
over
funny
the
thing is,
chicken.
I asked him today, I said, what
You see
hours
it?
do you have today? He's like, those predator,
That's what
animals
I said.
and,
That's what I
Popeye,
said.
It's like a piece of chicken,
I
no, man.
said, what?
It's right there.
You got something on it.
Google said kill it again. Shula, is it a tender?
No, it's
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
It does look like a... Shula was eating penis. Chicken
Oh,
Pause.
Shula, that is a chicken penis.
Give me the phone.
Cockfight.
Eat that.
Pause, Steve.
You said you did not eat
I would like my
some of that.
portion of the interview to be deleted for legal purposes.
He's gonna say he didn't.
Thank y'all for tuning into the show. I appreciate you here. I appreciate your ear. And tune in live Sundays, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on cmpradio.net. Or look out for the podcast in my YouTube channel link listed in the comments below.